Willie D Live.
This is, and that's a noble thing. You know, the album, it sounds like it's going to be for the people. My question is, how effective do you think that an album like that would be? Even the title, considering the fact that this is business. At the end of the day, it's still a music business. So, how effective do you think that will be in people looking at that title and then taking to it and saying, you know what, I'm gonna support that, and not just look at the title? Because if you think about the title alone, the title alone doesn't sound like a mainstream thing that everybody just be flocking to. Because we talk a lot of shit about, wanting to be positive, and we're tired of all of the negativity. But my analytics say something different when I put out something that is perceived to be negative or versus something that's perceived to be positive. Right. This title obviously is perceived to be positive. What do you think about how people will receive it?
Well, I think in going into it, I asked my creator to make me clever as a serpent, because it's going to take special dialogue that's truthful in these songs. You're right, because it's going to have the frequency, the 523 or the 428, whatever frequency we bring forward, it has to make people feel good. Because even bad message frequency records, it gets in because it makes them feel a certain way. Then the eye and ear gates open and that message keeps going in. So again, if you keep hearing, wipe that bit, fuck that bit, it's no different than when you go away to a war, you get drafted, you're 18, 19 years old. Generally, you've never killed anybody. Stay out in a war 3 months and see death for 3 months. You will desensitize everything. And that's what they've done with music. So I'm saying that my job is to attempt to re-energize music by not saying positive and making it corny and untruthful or watered down, but making it as real as possible and just being authentic. And then the rest is not up to me, So I have to be okay with that. But we get to that point anyway as young men in order to stay in this business, because again, especially for something like for anything like what you guys are doing or what we do as a culture, it's like they don't know what it is, but we're subjected at 19, 20 years old. We walk in a record company. There's a 40-some, 50-some-year-old white guy who don't dress like us, don't talk like us, that doesn't know our experience, who's telling us what's hot. And they're wrong. Because again, if you look historically at everything, even Tubi TV, they take a small, I call it farm clubbing, and they send all of us in the farm club. And once we decide who's hot, then they usurp it and say, now Massa says you're good enough. And I don't mean color, I mean culture. Now the gatekeeper, Massa, says, now you're good enough, I will usurp you. And when that transaction happens, that is normally the time when everything that is owned by melanin turns wrong, even when it's Death Row. Death Row had a great mission from the beginning. Me and Eric B. were there. I was a consultant for Suge. He treated us not. I don't have no horror stories about it other than my brother lost his way. The vision, the template was a masterful. It was a mastermind. It was one of the inspirational things business-wise, like Rap-A-Lot, like Dick Griffey's label. No one talks about Dick Griffey because they want to make him the bad guy, because they taught Dick how to demonize artists. So they train you to go get Babyface, go get L.A. Reid, and they're like, we're going to make you the Tom, and when it goes down that is bad, it'll be you who effed them, not me who taught you the whole system. And then legally, I'm going to bring all my big attorneys down, and you're going to feel swallowed up, and we're going to let you know that you can't. See, I've been blackballed. And they thought they took it. They thought they took me.